Rate of Fire YouTube video where today my dream has come true. I'm here at Mantic headquarters and I get to play against Mr. Deadzone himself, Ian Davies.
Hello! Deadzone is life, people. Deadzone is life.
Ian Davies has invented, as you just said, the probably the third or fourth most popular hashtag for Deadzone. Hashtag Deadzone is life.
Deadzone is life.
But we are playing some Deadzone today. Yeah, we are actually at Mantic. You can see this product behind us. We don't normally have that. So we're at Mantic's first Sunday of every month. They have they're having an open house really to come and game. Yeah. So we've taken the opportunity. You live very nearby, but I happened to be in the area. And we are playing here. We're using Mantic stuff. Thanks very much to Andy from Mantic for letting us use the room to do the gaming in and the filming in. So we're going to play 200 points of Deadzone. I will be taking Asterians. What are you taking?
I've got my plague. I'm taking all the big gribblies I can squeeze into 200 points today.
Luckily, I brought lots of nasty things to shoot down. And we are going to be playing the Search and Destroy scenario. As I said, we'll be using Mantic's terrain with some different scatter terrains. We'll also be using some of the Star Saga items and tables and things like that on there. So hopefully that'll make the place look quite good and a bit different from some of the other back reps. So here, let's see what the forces look like.
Okay.
So this is the 200 points of Asterians that I'll be bringing. I've got a black Talon Prime with a light blade there. I've got 3 normal ciphers, 2 Kalishi for a bit of close combat options, a black Talon, a drone, support drone with the communications relays. So that allows me, that gives it Tactician 1, and with that will only kick in obviously if my Cipher Prime dies. But also I get an extra activation every single turn, so hopefully that will help me to control the pace of the game. Filth! And then I've got 2 Cipher Specialists with missile launchers, both who happen to have hollow sights on them.
Filth! Filth! Right, so my plague list features the 1A as a leader because he's big and he's hard and he's gribbly and he cannot be killed. Moving on to the troops, I've got 2 dogs and 2 zombies to scuttle onto objectives and generally annoy. They will. Yep. I've got my HMG man to pin down those missile launchers on the other side of the board.
Can't be pinned constructs.
Ah, damn. The swarm, which is good for anything with good armour, although he's not brought much today. So, Teraton just for getting there quickly and going through walls and so on and so forth. And the aberration for smashing face. And I managed to sneak in the Strider as well, for a bit of flamethrower goodness and for being an immovable object.
If anyone's watched any of my other bat reps, you'll know how much my Asterians like it burns, and they don't like it much at all.
You can see I've got some custom bases on these models. These are from Dark Art Miniatures. Lovely resin bases, lots of detail on them, and they really make the models stand out and distinct, and they blend in nicely with the Deadzone terrain as well.
Very good, cool. And that's 200 points of Plague. So I run the recon by 1 point, and I've got a Kalishi on a flanking move, but the rest of my army you can see is mostly hidden around down here on the left. Missile launchers there, and up the top here my leader, and another Kalishi underneath and a Cipher there. They're covering most of the open ground because there's a bit more open terrain this side, which is why I deployed here. And you can see that Ian has got his big gribblies on this side, aberration, stage 1, he's got a plague swarm there, and then underneath this building with the zombie in is where the Teraton is ready to teleport out. So that's the table, and we're playing Search and Destroy, and let's get going. So this is our command dice for the first round. I'm in blue, and Ian is in white, and that'll be the same for the D8s as well. So I get an extra activation to move, shoot an extra dice, and the other dice there is an extra activation that's given by the comms drone every turn. I can't re-roll that, so I'll always hopefully have activation advantage, particularly as I have less models than Ian. And Ian has a shoot, a move, and a bunch of dice for fighting. So I suspect he's going to try and get one super heavy hit down with his HMG, because I can't imagine much else is going to get into combat in round 1. But let's see. So first activation, I've moved my light missile launcher and Cipher up onto this gangway. I'm not worried about shooting back from Ian because he's only got the 1 model that can shoot. Because he's got a shoot dice and lots of extra dice, I'm going to fire down onto his HMG. So hopefully take out his only shooting capacity early on in the game, and that'll leave me then free to basically walk backwards and shoot his big monsters. So I'll get height and a hollow sight, obviously, so I'll have 5 dice hitting on 3s. And Ian is throwing 2 dice into the survive, so he'll also have 5 dice as well. So those are mine, so 2 misses, so 3 hits. Oh, surviving. 4 survives, so he is fine. So I do want to carry on with that, so I will do my shoot. And we will do the same again, because I didn't roll brilliantly, so I'm going to save my extra dice, I think. Oh, still not, oh, just 2, really? Oh, just 1 note, but he's only wounded. That could have been better, but oh well. Play an extra activation, move the other light missile launcher up here. He's going to shoot down through that gap there onto the plague swarm. So I'm going to throw an extra dice at this one. So that will give me 3 base, 1 for the hollow sight, 1 for the extra dice and 1 for height. So I'll be throwing 6 dice hitting on 3s. And it's AP2, but obviously the is tough on the swarm. So that's 1 out, but there's an 8 there. So that's 6 hits. Oh! I don't think that's any.
Nope.
That's 1 dead swarm. Right, that's quite nice. Bye bye, Mr. Swarm. That makes up a little bit for the HMG. Ian's moved his wounded HMG up here, and he's going to shoot back onto my Cypher Specialist who shot at him. So 3 dice, 1 hit.
Wait, fire.
2 hits, oh, 2. Surviving. Oh, that's not good. So obviously the armour takes 1, but he is dead because they're vulnerable. So that's disappointing. So Ian is going to repeat that action by trying to shoot the other one. You can just about see him from his gun barrel. Yep. And so he's going to do the same again. So 3 dice, only 1 that time.
Wait, fire?
Oh yes, we forgot wait fire. But yeah, I'm fine. I survived and I had the armour, of course. So not suppressed, obviously, because he is a construct. So this Kalish's moved up from underneath this building. Hop, skip and a jump. Short action for 2 and then a move dice for 3. To get up to here, and I'm going to shoot down onto that zombie. You can just about see down the side there. Just trying to whittle down some of the options. So I'll have 4 dice hitting on 5s with my energy bow. 3 hits. And the zombie gets 2 at the minute. 2. But because he's vulnerable, he's gone. No victory points, but a model down. Let's move the other Scyther up here. He's going to shoot down onto the 1A that's just moved forwards using a move dice. So Ian moved him 2 cubes because that's what you need to do with these 1As, I think. Particularly as he's now, if he gets another move dice next turn, he can go and stand on a 2-point objective, which I'm sure he wants to do. So I get an extra dice for height, 4 dice, hitting on 3s against the stage 1A. So that's quite useful, having an 8 in there. Oh, and that's even more useful, having another 8. But that's not so good. 5 at the moment. Ooh, just 1, 2, 3. 3
point of tough and 2 points
tough
of
and armour. Yeah, he's fine. Catching up with a couple of moves. The zombie move forwards there. Strider move forwards there. I move my comms drone just into this position. And then I've moved a black Talon up here, and he will shoot down onto Ian's stage 1A as well. So he'll be getting an extra dice for the height, of course, and hitting on 3s. There's an 8 there, so just 3 hits. It saves them all, nothing to worry about. So Ian has moved his aberration up into this building, and then in retaliation I've moved this Cypher up to shoot through the holes in the building at the aberration. Hopefully I'll be able to do a wound and make him rampage. I think it might be a bit of a tall order, but we'll see. So 3 to hit, just 2.
2 survives.
2 survives, so yep, he's not damaged. I will play my extra activation because I've only got 1 model. I've got 2 models left, sorry, but I'll play the extra activation now. And I will take my leader from here out and onto here to pick up that hollow sight. Oh, he's picked up some dust as well from under the terrain. And he's just going to sit there. So I moved this Cypher from here into this cube. And because we realised he couldn't fit on this one up here because it's already got 2 models on, and he picked up some intel, so that's an extra victory point for nothing. And for nothing else to do, we'll shoot at the stage 1A again. I think again we're looking for exploding 8s to do anything useful. 3 hits, that's not bad, but he needs to get no survives, so he's fine. So at the end of round 1, this is what we've got. I've got a bit of height on some of my models here, but they're going to struggle to take down these big, nasty gribblies. At the end of the round, Ian moved that dog forwards onto the 1 point objective, and he moved his Territon into this building. It's actually hidden underneath, so you may not see the Territon today. And at the very end of the round, my flanking guy came on, which will be this Kalishi, who just wants to get rid of that HMG. Unfortunately, it's a bit annoying that he didn't die before, but then he'll have plenty of targets to hopefully cut into other things. So yeah, the big gribblies are well positioned to come charging onto this 2 point objective. I think that must be Ian's strategy. But at the end of round 1, it is 4 points to Ian with the Plague and 5 points to me with the Asterians. Okay, first I'm going to activate this Kalishi first off. So she is going to shoot onto the dog over there through the gap. So 3 dice on 5s. 1. But the dog gets to survive, of course. See what the dog gets. Ooh, is that 1? Yeah, it is 1, isn't it? So that's okay. Then I will move her 1 and 2 in to fight the aberration. So she gets an extra dice for moving in. Frenzy, obviously, and fighting on 3s, and the aberration is clearly bigger, also fighting on 3s, I presume?
That's correct.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4 versus 4. 2 for me, but I got Frenzy 1, just 2, so that's not very exciting, is it? That zeroes that out, so...
Bad times for you, mate.
Bad times for me, but I do have a fight dice, so I will use that fight dice now, and now I'll be rolling just 3 dice, but Ian will still be rolling 4. With the Frenzy, 3. 3 at the minute. 3 zeros out again. Well, they're just locked in combat then. They seem to like...
Cuddling.
Just realised what she's looking at. So I played an extra activation. This Kalishi is going to shoot onto that zombie there first. So just see if we can take that zombie down. So 3 dice hitting on 5s. Ooh, 2 8s. Just 2 hits, but the zombie obviously survives on 6s and he's vulnerable, so... Oh, loves it. So the zombie's fine, not injured. And then with the move, she will... that one's a he, I think. Will move in to attack the HMG. So I'll get 4 dice, 5 dice, sorry, for moving in and being enemy being wounded, fighting on 3s.
Oh, survive.
So they're all in with an 8. This is what I meant to do the aberration, so that was 2, 4, 6 hits. 2 survives, but that's a dead 3A. So I'm actually going to play shoot dice on my Kalishi to fire down onto this zombie. If I'd positioned better, it would have been a clear shot, but it's not. But I still get the 1 for height, so I will be rolling 4 dice on 5s. 2. Surviving on 6s for the zombie. No survives, so he is dead. So Ian moved his stage 1A up there and then played an extra activation with a splat to move his dog from here out to here to attack these guys. So, who are you attacking?
I'm going to go for missile launcher.
The missile launcher, what a surprise! Well, I will be... Hang on, moving around the camera everywhere. Surviving or fighting is the same, so I'll fight. So yeah, he's attacked the missile launcher. I will fight on 5s because I'm surviving and fighting on the same dice, and the dog is fighting on 5s as well. So I get an extra 1 for a friend, Ian gets an extra 1 for moving in. That's what we like to see. Yep, that's undead dog. Ian has moved this dog into the 1 point objective, so I suspect he's going to keep him there most of the game, tucked away nicely. I am then going to use my what I did before, so I just moved that guy along there. He's going to start moving up to this 1 point objective because there's not much plague left on that side. And then I'm going to use my light missile launcher to have a crack at the stage 1A because he'll be able to go through his 2 points of armour, which is proving pretty tough in the last round of shooting. So I get 4 dice hitting on 3s. Just 3. Obviously he gets tough on this. Oh, 1 and tough. Oh, it takes a wound, doesn't he? That's quite good. So we've started the rot. We'll play a shoot dice and have another crack at that. So again, 4 dice. That's what we like. We like an 8. So 4 hits this time. Oh, 1 survive, tough, 2 wounds go through. He's 1 off being dead. That's not bad. That was some pretty unfortunate surviving there for Ian. Ian's moved his Strider up onto 2-point objective. I suspect he's just going to sit there all game now. My Black Talon is going to fire from here and onto his 1A, see if I can get lucky. I'm only firing 3 dice, but obviously hitting on 3s. Just 2, unfortunately, so that won't do anything because his armour alone will save him. Ian has activated his aberration and put a splat on it, and guess what he got? What did he get in?
It's agile. It's always agile.
Agile.
Agile every single time.
Useful though, isn't it, in this situation?
No, not at all.
No. So, were you fighting Michael Ishii by any chance? Yes. Or are you trying to lose the cube?
I'm going to fight your police.
Okay, so 4 dice for Ian and 3 dice for me. 3 hits for Ian. 2 and an 8. There's the 8. There's another one, and then the frenzy. 2, 4, 5. So Ian got 3, wasn't it?
Yep.
So 2 get through because you've got armor 1 and I'm AP 1 on my glaive, so 2 get through. Rampaging next round. So Ian is using a fight dice to fight me again. Still has agile though.
Still agile.
Still agile. I get an extra dice now for a wound. Oh, there's an 8 there though. So 3 hits from Ian. And the frenzy, of course, it is. You can see how quiet it's gone because Ian normally likes to swear at this point, and he knows he's on camera. You're not going to say anything, are you?
No.
I'm going to activate my leader, who is going to shoot onto Ian's 1A. I've got a holosight now because I picked that up off the dead cipher, and so I get an extra dice. So 4 dice hitting on 3s, 3 hits. There's no point in rolling actually because he's 2 points of armour and he's tough. Will save him anyway, but he saved it nicely. So Ian has teleported onto his 1-point objective, and he hasn't got any models left, so he'll get the action advantage for the next round. So I need to decide what I am going to do. This cipher here will shoot on a Teraton, might as well, because he's now moved into target range. So 3 dice, hitting on 3s of course, just 2 hits. He does have tough and a point of armour, but he saved him anyway. And the last one, I'll move the cipher 1 space to move him up onto shoot the Teraton as well. So again, 3 dice, 2 hits, but armour and tough will save that, and a decent roll like that will save it too. So at the end of that round, Ian will score a 1-point objective, a 2-point objective, and another 1-point objective, giving him 4 victory points for the objectives. And at the end of round 2, I am on 11 and Ian is on 8, but he's obviously sitting very pretty on the objectives. And he gets to go first in round 3. Round 3's dice. I've got a mixed bag of dice. Obviously there's extra activation from the drone there. I actually got all fights and a splat at the start of the round, but the fights I didn't want all of those, and the splat was not particularly useful as it only counts for shooting, so it'd have to be from the flamer that I'd be saving. And Ian can't re-roll, but he got a reasonable mix of dice there, I think. So let's see how next round goes. Ian gets to activate first. Ian's activated his Strider to set fire to this cube here, so see if he can hit it first. So
I can't modify it, can I?
Can't modify dice, so it's 3 dice hitting on. What's it hitting on for Plague Strider? Actually, I haven't used a Plague Strider for a while, so I think it's 6s.
It is 6s.
Yeah, but obviously he only needs 1 hit to get the cube on fire, so he has got. Oh, blimmin' hell!
3.
So 3 hits. That's pretty impressive. So, okay, so no AP on this to start with.
Correct.
Only when it kicks in with it burns. So the first cipher gets the normal cipher gets to survive. 1 at the minute. 1. So armor takes another 1, but he's dead because he's vulnerable. Ideally would have used the dice on the missile launcher cipher, but I didn't say that at the beginning of the shoot action, so that was a mistake on my part. So 3 dice to survive here for him. He's got 1, so again he is also dead. So that was an excellent thing. So my normal approach to getting horribly destroyed by flame wielding creatures against my Asterians is holding fire again. So that's
if only you'd used that splat that helps protect you from shooting.
The one I threw away.
The one you threw away, yeah, because you didn't think you'd need it.
I'm regretting that too. I've moved the cipher from here just up to here and going to shoot through that little gap into the dog using a shoot dice. So 3 dice hitting on 3s. Disappointing. 1. Well, I've still got a splat. I still didn't use it, did I? Oh, so stupid.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Multiple times.
Activation, I'm going to move this Kalishi in to take the dog out because unfortunately I wanted to get rid of that dog with the shoot to free up the Kalishi for something else, but it does need to be got rid of, so we will do that now.
Fine.
So I am getting extra dice, so I have 4 dice hitting on 3s. Ian has thrown 2 fight dice into this to help to potentially keep his dog alive by fighting back. Yeah, we'll go with that, that's fine. So 3 at the minute with Frenzy, 4 for me. 2 for Ian, so that is a dead dog. Ian has moved his Teraton down onto attack my support drone. I will be surviving on 6s. Ian obviously gets larger and moving in. And fights on 3s, is it?
4s.
4s, so 2 hits but with an 8. 3 and surviving on 6s. Oh, 2. He's wounded. Great. Wasn't expecting that. So because Ian didn't manage to take that down, he's throwing a fight dice in it to try again. Obviously he loses the 1 for not moving in now. So why are you rolling 5 dice?
And bigger and you're injured?
Oh yes, and you're injured. That's a good point. Well done. I'm glad you know how to play this game. 2 hits. So I'm in. Oh, he gets an 8. Come on. This is a chance. In the table mat. Oh, he gets another 1. Loves it. Death or glory time. Kalishi. 1, 2, 3.
You're mad.
To fight against the 1A. Come on. Right, I'm going to throw an extra dice at it. So I will gain 1 dice for moving in, 1 dice for the extra dice, and 1 dice for the 1A being wounded. So I am rolling 6 dice on 3s, Frenzy 1, AP 1. And Ian gets 1 dice for being bigger, but fighting on 3s as well.
Yep.
Okay, let's go for it. Not bad, not a bad start. Here's the 8, and then the Frenzy 1. 6 hits. Oh, 3 back.
Point of armour.
1 point of armour and tough. 1 gets through, which is... Is he size 4 or size 3?
There's 3.
Is it enough to kill him? Ah! I think that goes down as glory rather than death for the Kalishi there. I'm very happy with that. Ian, are you happy with that?
No.
This Black Talon Prime is going to take a clear shot at the Strider with the hollow sight as well, so it gives me 6 dice. Hitting on 3s. I've got no AP, so it's still a bit of a long shot, but we're going to try. Well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. There's an 8 there as well. So 5 hits.
You shoot on 3s. It's never bad.
No, it's never bad. It's never bad. But you do survive on 4s, so and 3 points of armour. Oh.
Brilliant.
Okay, well that's 2 wounds go through then. So when you roll like that, Ian,
That's bad. That's how you roll bad. I roll the same numbers. It's bad and good for you.
Yeah. Okay, well that's a wounded Strider then. I mean, I must say I think we've had some bad survives for Ian in this game. I didn't mention before I moved this. Cipher up to that 1 point objective. I have now got the Black Talon who has jumped across that gap because he has a jump pack. One of the first times ever, I think, in the history of man I've used a jump pack. But he's picked up the hollow sight and he's going to get a clear shot onto that Strider. So we'll see if I can repeat what the Black Talon Prime just did. So again, hitting on 3s. No, he can't, is the answer. Because he's got 3, but the armour of 3 will save that alone, so Ian doesn't even have to bother. But he's going to! And now he gets to survive that he should have got last time. Is that an empty Pyrrhic victory there for you? So at the end of round 3, Ian only has 2 models left, but they are pretty tough ones. So he's still got the Strider, which is wounded now, the Teraton, which is undamaged. He gets 2 more points for the objective in the centre, and I gained the 2 1-point objectives. So that takes me up to 18 and Ian on to 14, going into round 4. Round four's commander. As Ian's obviously only rolling 3 now because he lost his leader last turn. He gets a mixed bag. I get a splat, which I might remember to use this time, since I didn't even remember to use it. It could have kept both of those ciphers alive. Extra activations, a move and a shoot. Ian's going to activate his Strider first, and he's going to set fire to the cube with the Kalishi in. So let's see if he can hit that. He hits it. We've only 1 hit though, so surviving on 5 for the Kalishi. She survives it, but she is now on fire. I keep saying she, I think it's a man, that model. So Ian's going to spend a shoot dice to do the same, but this time onto my Cypher Prime. I'm going to remember to use my splat this time, which gives me an extra dice to survive, so I'll be surviving on 4 dice. He's got an 8, so he's hit the cube, but only 1 point to save. I've got 1 point of armour anyway, actually, so I'm fine, but we clearly rolled that. But the cube is on fire, so when I activate, I will have to roll for that. Because Ian only has 2 models, I'm going to try and take down this Teraton with this Cypher who's there. So he's going to get a clear shot, but obviously he'll lose the 2 dice as well for shooting into an occupied cube. So it's going to be 4 dice, shooting down, hitting on 3s. That'll be 4 hits, and surviving on 5. So 2, tough and a point of armour. He's actually okay. Play an extra activation to move this Kalishi out of there and charge him in to fight the Teraton. Obviously I'll get it burns, which is frustrating, but
It's more frustrating.
it's going to be potentially kill me, yeah. So let's see what we do. So do roll for the it burns. 4s to hit. Ouch. 3 hits. It is 4, isn't it?
Yep.
Surviving on 5s, unfortunately. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. So I won't bother rolling the 8 because it's fine. So he moves out of there, down 2, and then 3 into the cube. So I will now be fighting a Teraton with a friend in the cube as well. So I'll roll 5 dice. And I will be hitting, that's gone, the extra activation. I'll be hitting on 3s with a reroll, of course. I'll frenzy that one. So that's 5. 3. So tough, take one. It's a wound because I've got AP 1 on my glaive. He's teleporting out with his Teraton on. Sorry, to use a move dice. Sorry, to move out onto that cube. No, you might as well move because then you can get. Either way, you get. Yeah. Okay. So Ian's leaving the cube somehow. He's moving out the cube. The Kalishi obviously will hit him on the way. So I will be rolling 5 dice, hitting on 3s. 5 because his Teraton is wounded and I have a friend in the cube. And Ian will be surviving on 3 dice on 5s, is it?
4 dice. 5s.
4 dice for being bigger, sorry, big pardon. So that's my hits. There's the frenzy. That's 5. 1. Tough, and 3 get through. It's a dead Teraton. Ouch. And there he goes. So it's going to be a shooting alley now. These 2 Black Talon and Black Talon Primes are going to just try and continue the clear shots onto the Strider. So we can take down. They've both got hollow sights now. So I will be rolling 4 dice for each of them. So let's start with the normal Black Talon, because I don't have to roll for the it burns on him. So we're rolling 4 dice, hitting on 3s. No, actually, sorry, it's a clear shot, so I'll get 2 extra dice. One of which is an 8. So that's 6 hits. Obviously 3 points of armour. Gets through though and takes off the Strider. So at the end of the game, Ian has 14 and I had 29.
Brilliant.
Right, well, I don't know about you, but I really enjoyed that game.
I can imagine you did. It was fun watching you roll all those hits.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun watching you roll all those ones and fives as well. Yeah, I mean that ended up being a bit of a landslide, which is a bit odd because at the beginning, actually, certainly round 2, you had your big Gribblies in prime position, and I'd lost one of my holoside missile launchers, which I was banking on, obviously, for taking out the Strider or even your leader, because that AP2. I had a round of hitting the leader, the stage 1A, where I did nothing, did I? Because he's tough and AP2. And then they just disappeared, didn't they? I mean, the Khaleesi putting the damage on the stage 1A and the Khaleesi going in, that was pretty nice.
The Khaleesi got really lucky.
They did get quite lucky. But then the aberration of yours was terrible, really, wasn't it?
Yes, fighting the Khaleesi.
I mean, it was absolutely awful. Unfortunately, it was just...
Well, when you came in to fight me, we drew the combat, and you fought again, and we drew the combat, and that was fine.
And then you killed yourself.
And then I pulled the combat, and lost 2 wounds, and fought again, and lost 2 more wounds. And the rest. It was just abysmal.
Yeah. But it just goes to show how much fun Deadzone is, doesn't it?
The aberration does not help himself, ever.
But anyway, in gratitude for Ian taking part in his first ever back row, I'm sure you'll be back for more, won't you?
No. This has been a terrible experience and I don't want to repeat it ever again.
But you get your Way of Fire mug. Come on, take it with joy.
This is a poor commiseration.
Right, well, thank you very much for the game. I hope you enjoyed watching this. So like, comment and subscribe. Follow us on the Way of Fire Facebook page, Way of Fire blog. Don't do that. Or listen out for our podcasts, which we should have one coming up soon, hopefully. So, yeah, first time in a while. So, thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care and goodbye.
Bye.